They say palm wine never lies, but on the day of my wedding in Isale, beneath the orange sky and the rhythm of talking drums, one cup changed everything. My name is Adebayo Adekunle, son of the late Baba Olugbojo, respected by many and feared by his enemies. He died with a burdened heart, betrayed in the king's council years ago, and though he taught me to forgive, some wounds in this village never truly healed. I fell in love with Ifedayo 2 years ago, during the Osun festival. Her smile was like sunlight touching river water. But there was one problem. She was the daughter of Chief Fagbemi, the very man who disgraced my father. Their rivalry split the village like a cracked calabash. When I told my mother about Ifedayo, she frowned and warned me, "Aya, don't welcome a snake into your bed." But I was already bitten by love. Our wedding was a grand affair. Women danced, men poured drinks, and the entire village came out in fine wrappers and starched agbadas. The air smelled of jollof rice, smoked goat, and palm wine, the sweetest we had ever tasted, freshly tapped from a kirun that morning. As tradition required, I would drink the first cup to show it was safe. Then my bride, then our families. Then the village Tayo, Ifedayo's cousin, handed me the first calabash. He had always been quiet, too quiet, the kind of man who watches from the shadows, speaks only when it serves him. I never trusted him, but I never feared him either. Just as I raised the cup to my lips, a palm leaf fell from the shrine roof behind me. A sign, but I laughed it off and drank. The taste was more bitter than it should have been. But I smiled for the crowd, for the elders, for my bride. Ifedayo drank next, then others followed. Then Tayo, and then it happened. Ifedayo's eyes rolled. She collapsed in my arms, her calabash slipping from her fingers and shattering like my heart. Moments later, one elder groaned and dropped his cup. Then another, panic erupted. The music stopped, screams filled the air. I knelt beside my bride, her skin was burning, her lips dry like Harmattan wind. That's when I noticed it, a strange white residue at the bottom of her calabash. Tayo was gone. For 2 days, our village priest Baba Ayanfe performed cleansing rituals. Some survived, others didn't. But the real poison had already done its work. Trust was broken. Old grudges rose from the grave like angry spirits. I stormed into Chief Fagbemi's compound demanding answers. His guards tried to stop me, but I pushed through. "I trusted your daughter," I shouted. "And now she may not wake," he said nothing. But Mama Ifedayo, her mother, stepped forward with trembling hands. "Tayo never forgave your family," she whispered. "He loved Ifedayo in silence. He saw your union as betrayal." And suddenly it all made sense. Tayo's father had been the one to give false testimony against mine all those years ago. Now his son had poisoned our joy just as his father poisoned our name. But the gods are never blind. Baba Ayanfe called a gathering beneath the sacred tree. He cast cowries, poured libations, and spoke to Orunmila. The message came clear. The hand that poured the poison is the hand that walks in shadows. The blood of envy stains this wedding. Tayo was caught trying to flee the village. When brought before the elders, he confessed. "I could not bear to see her marry the son of my enemy," he said without shame. The elders banished him forever, his name erased from family records. No shrine would answer his call. No market would take his coin. He became a ghost among the living. Ifedayo survived, barely, but something in her had changed. We married quietly weeks later. No drumming, no wine, just tears and whispers. People still talk about that day. They call it the wedding of the poisoned cup. And I tell my children now, beware of quiet men who serve drinks with steady hands. For even the sweetest palm wine can carry the bitter taste of betrayal, if poured by the wrong heart. And in our land, when palm wine speaks, it never lies.